Welcome back, everybody, to my channel, the channel where I expose the evil of the left. In this case, well, we're going to expose the craziness of the left because this is what it is. What you see in front of you guys right now, what you guys are seeing, is a crazy person. This is a lunatic, schizophrenic, maybe. Who knows? But this person is not qualified to be in charge in such a serious issue. Now, what is this? This is the foreman or forewoman, sorry, not foreman, foreperson or forewoman of a Georgia grand jury who just recommended criminal indictments against Trump and his associates. Now, again, this is a crazy person. The left is evil right now. The left is crazy. They can't get Trump. They can't get us. They just can't. They have tried to get Trump. They have tried to, get him off social media. Try to get him in jail. All that stuff. Impeach him 3, 4, 5 times. Whatever means necessary. Whatever they have to do in order to erase him. They haven't been able to do that. So, because they haven't been able to use our laws, they haven't been able to use common sense, they haven't been able to use, to get him, to credibly get Trump, they haven't been able to do that. They're now getting crazy people, like this woman right here. Then they need to get crazy people in order to get Trump. This, again, is what the left is doing right now. They're assaulting our reality. You know, men can be women. This demented pedo that is in the White House, he won with 81 million votes. We're having brain dead people winning elections like in Pennsylvania. Yeah, and we're supposed to believe all this. We're supposed to believe that the economy is good. Gas prices are the bestest ever. We're supposed to believe all that because they're attacking our reality. And in order to get Trump, they need to attack our reality. They cannot do it through a serious how do you say that? They can't do it through a serious process. No, they can't do that. It wouldn't make sense to get him to put Trump in jail with a serious process, though. So they gotta get a crazy person in order to make crazy decisions, and that's what this person is. Now, I don't even need to put words in her mouth. You're gonna just take a listen to what she says and look at how she behaves, and you realize and you see, and tell me that this person is not crazy. Anyways, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this crazy interview. Again, this is the forewoman of the Georgia jury that just recommended criminal indictments against Trump and his associates.
And so we're talking about multiple people.
Yes.
How many people? Was this a long list?
It's not a short list.
So we're talking about more than a dozen people?
I would say that. Yes.
Okay. Are these recognizable names that people would know?
There are certainly names that you would recognize. Yes. There are names also that you might not recognize, or there are names that you might recognize as someone who's followed this case, but then, your mother might not recognize because she doesn't care about the intricacies of the case. But there definitely are some names that you expect.
Did the grand jury recommend an indictment of former President Trump?
I'm not going to speak on exact indictments.
Would we be surprised? Are there bombshells of who is being recommended for indictment?
I don't think that there are any giant plot twists coming. I don't think that there are any giant, that's not the way I expected this to go at all. I don't think that's in store for anyone.
So nothing that would surprise people who have been following this.
Probably not. I wouldn't want to characterize anyone else's reaction, of course, but so that was when we heard a lot in testimony. But probably.
Look at that. Just the immaturity right there should disqualify her. She can't help herself. She can't hide how happy she is. She can't hide it. This is crazy. Anyways, let's keep going.
Probably not. It probably wouldn't shock you. I would not expect you to be too shocked. No.
By the way, look at her teeth. She doesn't even takes good care of herself. She's a mess. Look at her yellow teeth. Disgusting.
And that includes of the former president, potentially.
Potentially, it might.
Okay, you're looking at a 30-year-old grand jury foreperson who's never done a television interview before. Don't expect her to be polished, and don't expect her to behave necessarily the same way she would if she were in this studio under these lights in this stiffer environment. She's in a place where she's very comfortable. She's being relaxed in the way she...
Okay, so this dude right here, again, that's what I'm talking about. The left is attacking our reality. She's clearly a crazy person, and this guy here, this newsman, news person, this anchor, this journalist, whatever, it's all quote unquote, needs to give her excuses. If that woman was an obvious right-wing person, he would be going mad, and appropriately so. He would be angry about that. But because this is a leftoid who's going against Trump, he's gonna excuse all her crazy behavior, all her immaturity. She's freaking 30 years old, and she's acting like a 12-year-old. Anyways, I'm gonna skip a little bit of this interview because we gotta keep watching how crazy this person is. This interview is crazy. Let's keep going.
Personally, want to hear from the former
I
president.
wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear? And me getting to swear him in. I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment. I can see how trying to get the former president.
She can't help herself. She can't hide how happy she is about all this. It's crazy. Let's keep going. There's more craziness. Let's keep going.
My coolest moment was shaking Rudy Giuliani's hand. That was really cool for me.
My coolest moment was shaking Rudy Giuliani's hand. Really cool. Really? What the hell? Let's see that one more time.
My coolest moment was shaking Rudy Giuliani's hand. That was really cool for me. I made a point of stopping them and being like, wait, before we go back to this, can I shake your hand? Because it's an honor to meet the guy. It's really neat for me.
Okay,
really crazy. You should be going, okay, this is really crazy. Again, we're supposed to be the United States. It's supposed to be a serious country. If we're having serious issues, we're supposed to take things very seriously. And we're having an immature, crazy woman? You know what that woman reminds me of? She reminds me of this guy, Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever, the CEO of FTX, the guy who was a fraud, who who took all the money from all these victims and gave it to Democrats and Ukraine. All that laundering money that they did. Well, he gave it to Democrats. Democrats gave it to FTX, and FTX gave it to him, and then it circled around all that money. She reminds me of this guy. Again, because the left is crazy now. The left is corrupt. Their left is evil. It's evil. They have to attack any person who has to attack reality, our reality, in order to get away with their narrative, with their agenda. That person is evil. It shouldn't take craziness to advance your agenda. It should take common sense to advance your agenda. Anyways, that woman reminds me of this guy. And that's what the left has become. A place where people who are governing over us, the people who have influence, are crazy people, evil people, immature people, demented people, sniffers, child sniffers, like Biden, pedos. Anyways, take a look.
So, in the end, I want to do what's right for the country. You think every money you...
She's the female version. The woman that we saw, she's the female version of this guy. Look how he shakes during the whole interview. And of course, this NBC dude, Chuck Todd, is not going to question his behavior. Of course not. They were questioning Trump's behavior all throughout his presidency. They were saying that they were questioning his mental capacity all the time. But this dude, he's in front of him. He's in front of Chuck Todd, and Chuck Todd doesn't question that guy. Again, the left is evil. They attack our reality. His behavior right there should be questioned right away. Just like that woman over there that we just saw, the four women of the jury that is trying to give criminal indictments to Trump. That woman should have been questioned right away. This guy should have been questioned right away with his behavior in this interview. Look how he shakes. Just look at it.
You spend in politics should be disclosed publicly. Are you comfortable with that? If there was a norm where every dollar that everyone donated in politics was to be disclosed publicly, I would have a lot of sympathy for that. I think I might support it. I haven't thought carefully about it enough to know. But
Well, it sounds like what you're saying is maybe there's some donations that you have made that you wouldn't make if you knew they were going to be immediately public.
So I think I don't generally think about it that way.
Yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, it's worrisome. It's craziness. It's evil. So that woman reminded me of the FTX dude, the fraud. She's a fraud. The FTX dude is a fraud. You know what all reminds me of? Of two great movies from Christopher Nolan, great director from Hollywood. Probably one of the last good Hollywood directors that Hollywood has now. He directed the Batman movies. Let me show you two scenes. This is what the people that the left is putting in charge in order to make these crazy decisions. These Batman movies, they actually put that, it was put in the movies. Look at this. So in this scene, we have Harvey Dent, who eventually becomes a bad guy. He becomes Two-Face. He's interrogating a crazy person because he's trying to find the Joker. Look what happens.
Let's go again. I don't know anything! Dude! You're not playing the odds, friend. Let's do it again. Just leave a man's life to chance? Not exactly. His name's Schiff. Thomas. He's a paranoid schizophrenic. Former patient at Arkham, the kind of mind the Joker attracts. What do you expect to learn from him?
The kind of man that the Joker attracts, a schizophrenic. That's what the left has become. That's who they hire. They hire crazy people in order to advance their agenda. Remember, I gotta be careful with my words, but remember Kyle Rittenhouse? Bang bang to crazy people who wanted to. I think two of them were pedos and one of them was a wife beater. They tried to kill him and he had to defend himself. And because he defended himself against bad people who just came out of asylums or prison, whatever, jail, whatever, because he defended himself, he was arrested. But those were criminals. Those were taken out of jail in order to burn the city. That's what this movie is trying to say here. The kind of mind that the Joker attracts. The kind of mind that Democrats attract. And here's another thing. How practically our justice system is going crazy as long as we have crazy leftoids in power, making legal decisions.
Commissioner Gordon, you're under arrest. On whose authority? The people of Gotham. No.
Great movie, by the way. I actually this is one of my favorite movies.
Gotham. No lawyer, no witnesses. What sort of due process is this?
Your guilt has been determined. This is merely a sentencing hearing.
Now what will it be? Death or exile? Crane, if you think we're going out onto that ice willingly, you have another thing coming.
Death.
Looks that way.
Very well. Death
By exile.
That's how. So what we're seeing now in real life, the assault on our reality, in our court systems, in our laws. They look like they come from a movie, but we're not in a movie. This is reality, and it's sad. It's sad. Those things should only be seen on a movie, not in real life. Anyways, let me just finish with her other interview, where she just, you can see really in this one, you can see how crazy she is. Oh my God! All right, let's take a look.
Is it, would you say, when it comes to, there are indictments recommended, of course. Is it more than, not a short list, more, I mean, when it comes to 75 witnesses, like, it's not, I assume, of course, it's not 75 people. Would you characterize it as 20-ish people?
I can't say I counted.
Okay. More than a dozen, though, I think I'd heard you say in another interview?
I believe so. It's probably a good assumption.
The name that everyone wants to know about is former President Trump.
Of course.
Did you recommend charges against Donald Trump?
I really don't want to share something that the judge made a conscious decision not to share.
Is it, would you say, when it comes to...
She's crazy. This is evil. And again, she reminds me of Bankman-Fried, of the CEO of FTX. Not only because both of them are weird and creepy, but also because both of them look like they don't take care of their personal hygiene. This guy has man boobs. With all that money, he has man boobs, and he was living with 10 people, with 10 roommates, having doing crazy orgies or whatever. Well, disgusting orgies. Have you seen his girlfriend? Yeah, no. So again, they don't only look weird, crazy, creepy, but they also can't take care of themselves, of their personal look, hygiene. Again, it's disgusting. It makes me mad because again, we're supposed to be a serious country, and it's just more signs that this country, unfortunately, is becoming a third world country. Again, that's why 2024 can't come fast enough. We need Trump back soon. Anyways, something that is not crazy is my comic book. It's a non-woke comic book. I go against all the craziness that is going on right now in America, in the world, even in the comic book industry. There was this video that I did some weeks ago about the Joker, the villain of Batman, getting pregnant. You're not gonna see crap like that in my comic book. The comic book industry has also become just full of crazy writers. So again, my comic book is not crazy. You can get it on Amazon. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to support my channel, make it grow, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support me in any other way, please check my comic book. It's on Amazon. All the links are gonna be in the descriptions down below. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. God bless.